I'd like to follow up with the invitation that you heard last Sunday in worship. We invited you to come back to in-person worship starting this Sunday, September the 27th. We're going to come back on a limited basis and with certain protocols, restrictions in place. It's not going to be like worship was back before the COVID virus. We're not going to be having adult Sunday school or children or youth Sunday school. We will have childcare for children 7 and down. But we are going to come back to worship. And we've been working with doctors and epidemiologists and the county health department, trying to figure out what do we need to do to be able to meet safely. And so after having visited all those people, we know there are certain things that we need to do. And one, we need to wear a mask. You know, this is not any kind of political statement one way or the other. The doctors have told us if you're going to meet, you need to wear a mask. And so we're going to require that people wear a mask when they come to worship from now on, and that you wear it throughout the worship service. If you feel like you really don't want to wear a mask or don't believe in it, then I understand, but we encourage you to continue to worship online and on TV. That's why we have those options. If you want to come back in person, we expect you to wear a mask, hold it on the entire service. We're going to social distance, as we have been told. We've already roped off downtown pews, every other pew, and people will help you have a seat so that every family has its space. Up in Edmond, we have chairs set up so that, again, there is social distancing. Family can be together, but you won't be encroaching on other people. We are going to social distance. We're not going to wind up passing an offering plate. We're not going to wind up passing registration pads. There's not going to be coffee or donuts. You know, there are things that we just can't do if we're going to be able to come back. We're asking you to wash your hands. We will have hand sanitizers all over. We can do a few things that really can make it safe for us to be able to come back together and to be able to worship. And so we're excited about being able to do that. One of the things that pastors are going to do is we're going to remain up in the chancel area. People remain up in the stage there in Edmond. We know that there's such a great temptation. We are a loving family of faith. We love to shake hands. We love to hug. You know, I love to get with you, and I love it when you tease me and we laugh. Right now, we don't need to be doing those things. So the staff is going to remain behind the chancel railing downtown, up on the stage there in Edmond. We will not be out in the narthex greeting and hugging and shaking hands like we usually do. And we ask you to refrain from doing that with other people as well. Some people would be perfectly fine with that, and yet other people would not. We need to respect that and respect one another and refrain from hugging and shaking hands. We may greet one another, but please just do it with your mask on and social distancing, and then we'll be able to see one another again and be able to be here in worship. This is not an invitation to say, oh, let's all get back to church. This is an invitation that says if you feel the need and you have a desire to be back in person in worship, we want to provide that option for you. So we'll be getting together this Sunday. If you want to worship online, I think that's great. Please never feel guilty about not coming back in person. We expect that 80%, maybe 90% of our church will still be worshiping online every Sunday and by means of television. And that's great. Everything we do, all the events, whatever our education is, worship, we're going to put online to the very best of our ability. But if you want the in-person option, you can come to Wednesday Night Alive now. You can come to worship on a Sunday morning as we all follow the protocols, these restrictions that we're asking us all to abide by so that we keep each other safe. I'm looking forward to Worship Sunday. We're going to be continuing on with The Odd Couple. The music is going to be great. I enjoy worshiping with you either online or in person. We'll see you Sunday.